It's great to be... And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Preparing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Cohen Sexton is out there with Williams. And it's Markkanen in at the small forward position. And for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Reed is out there with Randall, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Now, here's Reed. Pushing it up. Lobbed up there for Collins. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Markkanen against McDaniel. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Pass to Williams. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. Now, I asked Coach about the defensive game plan tonight, and he said preventing easy buckets around the rim, and that starts with John Collins. He's a great interior scorer, especially when he gets ahead of steam, so we have to limit those opportunities. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Here's Williams. Got it. Good job in the low post. Williams has got his second bucket of the game to go. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. After bursting onto the scene as a rookie, Coach Van Gundy, expectations certainly increased for Walker Kessler.
Yeah, and Kevin, I think he's handled those expectations well. He knows who he is. He's first and foremost a defensive rim protector and a rebounder. He's a rim runner on offense. He's a pick and roll guy, and he knows that he's got to continue to grow in the other areas.
Good on the second free throw. And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
Ah, they're going for the throat. Here's Sexton. Markkanen sets the pick for Sexton. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Back to Sexton. Here's Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Here's Collins. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Nailed from three-point land.
And early on, Markkanen has demonstrated how efficient he is from that range. Have to run him off the line.
Reed with a screen on Collins. Randall. And then Randall squares it in.
You got to have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. Randall got a lot of both.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Inside. Kessler with the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's McDaniels after the basket by Utah. Edwards looking it over. Driving in, and he goes big with the dunk right on top of John Collins.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Sexton the pass to Markkanen. Off target from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 5. McDaniels finds Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, talk about a guy who plays above the rim. Anthony Edwards.
Kessler a screen on Edwards. Three-pointer, Markkanen buries the long-range jumper. Markkanen's got 6.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Now, here's McDaniels. Here's Reed. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Lobbed up there for Collins. Stolen by Reed. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And indeed, they're going to
The previous play is under
beat the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Now they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decide.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Jazz lead by 4. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Utah.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Naz Reid. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. And an unfortunate trend for the Utah Jazz stand the past couple seasons, losing the battle of possessions.
Yeah, Kevin, and that's hard to overcome. When you turn the ball over at a high rate, and then at the other end, you don't force any turnovers, you're losing that possession game all the time. Now, fortunately, they rebound the ball well, and that helps a little, but it doesn't totally solve the problem.
On the wing, Markkanen. Pass to Kessler. Jazz passing it around. 6 to shoot. Right side, Williams. Back to Kessler. Kicks it out to Collins. Markkanen sets the pick for Collins. Back to Kessler. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. Timberwolves trail by 6. Randle with the bucket. Randle's got 6 points.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Pass to Markkanen for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. It's Edwards on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Randall with a screen for DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Puts up a deep three. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And that one drops. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I love it. So that being said, oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Here's Williams. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. 7 points in the game. Timberwolves trail by 6. Randall dishes to McDaniels. Randall a screen on Markkanen. McDaniels gets a wide open look. Buries it from 3-point range.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Here's Sexton, and he can't bank that one in. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. And thank you for your report.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
To the inside. And there's Collins on the assist by Sexton. And the Jazz lead by 3.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Now DiVincenzo. He has yet to score. Out left to the wing. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Puts up a 3. Williams with the block. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Utah leading by 3.
Who's watching here?
Outside, Sexton. Edwards against Markkanen. Bangs home the trifecta. Markkanen's got 9. Outside, Edwards. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Sinks the triple.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Jazz out in front, up 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Getting underway here in the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. We've got George. He's out there with Jordan Clarkson. Martin is out there with Filipowski. And it's Hendricks in at the 4 spot. Utah leading by 3. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals. in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Alexander Walker finds Miller. Out to the wing. Gobert with a wide open look. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Down low, Filipowski goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Michael Conley picks one up.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by George. And here's Ingles outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Filipowski.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
And Gobert drops them both.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Here's Miller, and Miller throws it down hard.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Clarkson for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Conley left side. Out to Miller. And it's Miller with the jam.
Look, if you're open, Conley sees you. That was a great pass.
Pass to Hendricks. Back to Clarkson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 4.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Out to the right wing. Conley kicks to Gobert. Clock at 6. Conley against Clarkson. Alexander Walker on the wing. Gobert with a screen on George. Alexander Walker passes to Gobert. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks. Clarkson for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Conley dishes to Miller. Pass to Gobert. And again, Minnesota will turn it over.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Jazz leading by 4. Clarkson for 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Clarkson's got 5 now.
A fine shooter from deep. Clarkson has a good feel for when to let it fly.
Alexander Walker finds Gobert. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Off target at the rim. George passes to Clarkson. Here he goes. Pass to Filipowski. From the arc. That one doesn't go. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That's good from Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Three-pointer, Randall. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Jazz lead by 6. And do not go away. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Reed is out there with Randall, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. It's good. Timberwolves trail by 8. There's the drive. Can't cash in from close range. Jazz shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. High arcing shot. Williams can't hit. The Timberwolves shooting in this game 45%. Edwards inside. He's against Williams. Edwards kicks to Reed. Markkanen pulls it in.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And Kessler throws it down.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Here's Sexton. Banked in off the glass. Sexton's got the lead up to 10 now for the Jazz.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
DiVincenzo finds Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. Randall with a screen for Edwards. Over Williams. Edwards can't hit.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he could.
Offensive rebound. Left side Collins. Williams with a clean look. And a miss there on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 10. Left side, Edwards. Strong move inside by Edwards.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
That's a 2 from Sexton. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Sexton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
McDaniels kicks to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5. At the top of the key, Reed. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Edwards can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Sexton for 3. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Markkanen passes to Kessler. Markkanen looking it over. Back to Kessler. Up top, Markkanen. Sexton for three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Sexton grabs the board.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Utah.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Lauri Markkanen.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Pass to Kessler. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And once again, off the mark by Utah.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
So it's Utah with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that How about team?
like these who can really run their offense through their bigs.
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. Murray runs the point with Jones flanking him. Trey Murphy out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Messi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Minnesota with possession here. After the basket by New Orleans. DiVincenzo against Jones. Now here's Edwards. Tight defense on him. And the layup is good off the glass.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Here's Messi. And a nice finish on the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Edwards. He buries it from three. Edwards got 5 now.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Murray's shot is good.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Randall. Edwards looking it over. Just 5 on the clock. And Edwards slams it in.
How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ed.
Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
Pass to Messi. Second chance effort. And the layup is up and in. He's got 6.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise.
Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed.
Number 27, Rudy Gobert.
And so it's Minnesota with it, trailing by 2. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Left side, Edwards. And it's good. 2 points.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Williamson with a screen on Edwards. Murray. And it's blocked. They retain possession. Let's go with a 3. Edwards pulls it in. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. McDaniels finds DiVincenzo. Now Edwards. 9 points in the game. Randall outside. 6 on the shot clock. Fires in the triple.
Well, you've got to be decisive in catch-and-shoot situations, and Julius Randle leaves no doubt.
Here's Williamson. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
It's McDaniels on the wing. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
How about Gobert with the find? On time and on target. Nicely done, Rudy.
There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, BA, because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the first.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Now here's Gobert. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 6 to shoot. Up top, Randall. Over Murray. Randall can't hit.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA...
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
Look, and they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit. But size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 9. DiVincenzo finds Edwards. From downtown, Pelicans cleared away. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Pass to Murray. The 3. The shot that time not on target. Here's Randall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Randall's got 5 points.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. It's Minnesota leading by 6. And back to the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Okay, on the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Murray runs the point with Jones flanking him. Zion Williamson out there. Oh, my goodness! Oh, Zion Williamson!
And giving them what they want, the incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Zion Williamson is a one-of-one. His teammate C.J. McCollum told him, your ceiling is unlike anything the NBA has ever seen, but it's up to you to take full advantage of whatever it is. You can be as good as you want to be. This game will go where you take it, right?
You know, Allie, at his best, he is unstoppable.
Locked in and ready to go. They put the ball in Zion's hands, and he fires.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Jacks up a 3. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. That one on Murphy.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly, and he's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes. This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Murray, shot is good.
And using the pick and roll to perfection. I love how crafty Murray is in these situations.
Pass to Edwards. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Outside McDaniels. Back to Gobert. A monster inside.
Gobert's comfort zone, right? High percentage shots, easy money for Rudy.
Edwards against Murray. Here's Misi. Back to Murray. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. Ooh, stolen by Murray. It's a one-on-one situation. That one's good for 2. Murray's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you won't catch Murray short on hustle. If he's got a chance to outrun the defense on the break, he'll take it.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Here's the 3. Tries again. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
You know, coach gets mad when Williamson gets hit and there's no whistle, and it happens a lot.
And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And BA, you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
They set the pick. On the wing, Murray, guarded by Edwards. Murray against Edwards. They grab their own miss. Pass to Williamson. Murray against Edwards. Shot clock at 5. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. That one no good. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Outside, DiVincenzo. Gobert passes to Randall. Back to Gobert. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Edwards. He's guarded closely. Clock at 6. Gobert passes to Randall. Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards just pulling his way inside.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Pass to Misi. And there's the screen. Williamson with a screen on McDaniels. Oh, there's the alley! And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Timberwolves lead by 5. Outside, DiVincenzo. Randall, a screen on Jones. DiVincenzo, the pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Back to Gobert. Oh, easy 2 for Gobert.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be right back after this word. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
They've got Miller, Mike Conley out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Joe Ingles, and it's Gobert in at the center position. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And Minnesota making a change here. Reed's checked in. Well, Graham, with the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
The shot by Alexander-Walker, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
I'll tell you, that's an efficient, quick move by Olynyk. Gets himself to the rim. Nice.
And it's Conley with the ball for the T-Wolves. It's a 5-point game. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So and in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
The kick out to Ingles. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Minnesota again missing. Pelicans trail by 3. There's McCollum with the 3. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Miller right side. The 3 ball. Robinson Earl with a rebound.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
And that one's good. Olynyk.
Well, you love the way Olynyk fills the lane. He sprints up the floor, gets out in transition. Nice.
Miller, a screen on Brown. Here's Alexander Walker, and he goes in for the dunk.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
For 3, McCollum. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And Nas Reed has proven to be a matchup nightmare for opposing big men doors.
He has, B.A., and the reason is he's bigger and stronger than most 4 men. Traditional 5s are too slow to stay with him. He can space you out to the 3-point line, or he can punish you on the inside. Nas has got big-time game.
Outside Reed. Here's Miller. It's deflected, and they recover it. Another shot. McCollum pulls it in. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this 3rd quarter. Brown passes to Robinson Earl. And he misses the go-ahead basket. It's an even 3-on-3 break. There's the triple. The shot misses. New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 here in the 3rd from range. For the lead. Nails it from beyond the arc. 5 points in the game.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Ingles. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Yeah, I'll tell you, this guy's a tireless competitor. What an answer from distance by Joe Ingles.
Outside Olynyk. That's good, and it's McCollum with the assist. Olynyk's got 6. The Timberwolves trail. Conley looking for an opening. From behind the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
New Orleans shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Free throw good. Brown. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Randall, he's checked in for Miller. McDaniels comes in for Ingles. Edwards, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Olynyk finds McCollum. The kick to Olynyk. There's the 3. The shot no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Outside McDaniels. Outside for Randall. The 3 is up. The shot no good. And here are the Pelicans now. They're on a 15-5 run. Robinson Earl, the pass to Brown. 34 seconds left in the 3rd. Back to Robinson Earl. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
And Edwards slams it in.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. For 3, McCollum. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
That is a huge three-pointer. Extends the lead at the last possible second.
The 3rd quarter comes to a close. Pelicans ahead. They're up by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. The Pelicans lead by 4. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the 4th quarter going. Murray runs the point with Jones flanking him. Trey Murphy out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Messi in at the 5. And for Minnesota, they're shooting the ball at 48% so far. Edwards against Murray. Randall outside. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Gobert. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And New Orleans shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by McDaniels. Here's Jones. DiVincenzo with a steal. Here's Edwards. Powerful finish by Edwards.
Anthony Edwards says, yes, you're playing exceptional defense, but my offensive game is better. I'm a solid 225.
Outside Murray. To the paint. The shot by Messi, no good. And Minnesota has possession. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
Boy, there was plenty of contact down low, but Randall assertive and able to find the finish.
With the floater, Williamson misses the baby hook. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
DiVincenzo with it. Over Jones. DiVincenzo can't hit.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
The 17-footer. Jones misses.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Out to DiVincenzo. To take the lead. Drains the triple. DiVincenzo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Here's Messi on the wing, Jones. Williamson with a screen on DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo against Jones. Williamson with a screen on DiVincenzo. 3 on the clock. They get it back. To end the run. He drops it from range.
Unselfish play there by Zion. Moving the ball to another shooter.
McDaniels finds Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
There's a screen. Pass to Messi. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to be better defensively.
Edwards rises up and powers it down.
Anthony Edwards relishes big-time moments, and he delivers right there.
Here's Messi, defended by Gobert. Outside Murray. And there's a defensive 3-second call. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Jones, the pass to Murray. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Timberwolves have got 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Picked by Gobert. And here's Edwards outside. Gobert inside. It's Edwards on the wing. Second shot opportunity. Oh, he nails it!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Williamson with a screen on Edwards. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
And in these big moments, DeJounte Murray is a great option. Just rises to the occasion.
Left side, Edwards. Randall on the screen. Back to Edwards. It's off! Here's Jones. That'll count if it goes. Oh, no good! We're headed for overtime. Time expires. We're going to overtime. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Murray runs the point with Jones flanking him. Zion Williamson out there with Trey Murphy, and it's Messi in at center, filling out the middle. Murray looking around. Williamson with a screen on Edwards. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Here's Messi. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 3. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. Randall on the screen. Edwards, a pass to DiVincenzo. 3-pointer. The rebound by Murray. The Pelicans lead by 3. A minute into overtime of what's been a great one so far. Count the basket.
Murray just owning things on the offensive end, getting to his shots and making them.
Here's Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Williamson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Murray against McDaniels. With some arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here's Edwards outside. Edwards on target.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Williamson with it. Randall's in his pocket. Pass to Murray. To the middle. Here's Messi. And that one is hammered home.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Jones against DiVincenzo. Gobert with it. And stolen by Jones. Now the Pelicans in transition. So much power from Williamson.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Edwards for 3. And it's in. What a beautiful shot. Brings it within 3.
We know this about Anthony Edwards. He is fearless in these moments. That's a big-time clutch delivery.
They set the pick. Murray against Edwards. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
The whole arena knows they need a 3 to force another overtime.
To tie it up. Can't knock in the 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Now here's Murray. And so it's the Pelicans who come out on top here. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
It's a Monday afternoon broadcast of the NBA. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. The backcourt pair for them, Murray and Jones. Zion Williamson is out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Utah, in it forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. Williams is out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Kessler in at the 5 spot. Here's Williams. Nice ball movement by Utah. Sexton for 3. They grabbed their own miss. It's stolen by Jones. It's deflected and stolen by Williams. Collins passes to Sexton. Over in the corner, Williams. Inside, here's Kessler. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Kessler's got the first basket of the game for the Jazz. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebound.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
Here's Sexton. And it goes down 2 points.
The closer Sexton gets to the basket, the more dangerous he can become, and the defense has got to recognize that.
Murray against Williams. Murray outside. Pass to Messi. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Drops in the tray. Kessler's got 5 points so far.
Sexton working the ball to a teammate. That's what you want to see from him.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks, Kevin. Talked to Will Hardy a little while ago. We talked about trying to contain someone like Zion Williamson, and Coach said it's like trying to put out a fire with a squirt gun. He's just so explosive and physical. The only good option is to build walls and try to cut him off from the hoop. See how that works out for him. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And he drives in. Pelicans with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Try to find other ways to talk about Zion's leaping ability. How about timing? Showing it there.
To the middle. Back to Sexton. Fires the 3. And Jones pulls it down. For New Orleans, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Stolen by Jones. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. Outside, Jones. Mr. Williamson, just 5 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. A shot by Messi, no good. Jazz trail by 4. Collins kicks to Markkanen. Here's Sexton. A minute 42 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Kessler. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists in the game. Great Colin Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
Williamson a screen on Sexton. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Utah's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Into the lane, and it's Sexton slamming it down.
Sexton more and more in control and trying to deal with the aggressive defense so far in this game.
The Jazz shooting their first free throw of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Murray scanning the floor. There's the triple. There's the pick. Launches a 3. Rebound, Utah. Outside, Sexton. Lets it go from deep. Messi grabs the rebound. The Pelicans trail. To the left wing. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Williamson's got 8 points.
Zion showing he can get the hands moving too. Quick release on that bucket.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Pass to Williams. Takes a 3. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist from Williams. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early. Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And so, guys, it's Zion Williamson making things happen for the Pelicans. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basket. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
No, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
So the Pelican 5 right now. The backcourt pair for him, Murray and Jones. Trey Murphy is out there with Williamson. And it's Messi in at the center position. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, he's seen it all. Back to you.
Yeah, you know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you. New Orleans has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And Williamson throws it down. Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality. Brent, do coaches try to shape that personality based on their roster?
Well, Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean in to what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that.
Murray against Williams. Murray, the pass to Williamson. Off target with his 3. Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Back to Williams. Outside, Sexton.
Sexton has the kind of ability out there where he's shifty and fast and strong. Can make some exciting plays happen for his team.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for New Orleans.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
They get it back. Williamson kicks to Jones. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And Jones slams it home.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Sexton, the pass to Markkanen. Kessler wide open. He fires. Drills it from outside. Kessler's got the lead up to 2 now for the Jazz. Pass to Messi. Outside for Murray.
In the first half. 2 minutes.
Now here's Williamson. Stolen by Collins. And here's the break. Here's Williams to the left side wing. Here's Kessler. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. To the paint, Williams.
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
Now, here's Sexton. T right on him. Misses the layup. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Pass to Messi. To the right side. 6 to shoot. Let's go. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Markkanen sets the pick for Collins. Good on the three-point shot. Collins has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable. And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Sexton, the pass to Markkanen. Out left to the wing. Pass to Kessler. Outside Williams. Outside Sexton. Kessler, a screen on Jones. Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, Sexton getting ahead of steam. You could see he had his eyes on the rim and then the body to follow.
And it's Murray penetrating. Jones sets the pick for Murray. Pulls it from the elbow. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
29.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
Jordan Clarkson is out there with Keontae George. Then it's Martin. Then there's Filipowski, and it's Hendricks in a power forward. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Clarkson. Martin with a screen on McCollum. Shots good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got the lead up to 2 now for the Jazz.
Decision-making is a big part of Jordan Clarkson and how he can impact the game. That time made a very nice read.
And again, no good by New Orleans.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
It's deflected. Here's Hendricks. And the 3 ball is good. Hendricks has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. To the inside. Ball stolen. With some arc. Martin, the pass to Hendricks. To the paint. A second chance effort. Shots good by Filipowski.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
McCollum against Clarkson. And the basket by McCollum.
Nice play by McCollum. So crafty with the ball in his hands.
If we're going to talk about, the craftiest players, Brent, in the NBA, where would you rank C.J. McCollum?
CJ is one of my favorite guards in the league to watch. This guy is not overpowering physically, Kevin, but his efficiency and the way that he is so smooth on getting to his scoring zones is something that I don't think we appreciate enough.
Martin with the screen for Clarkson. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Pelicans shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Good on both.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Martin with a screen on McCollum. Clarkson dishes to Martin. Over McCollum. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Olynyk with it. Scoreless thus far. Over Martin. And the Pelicans miss again. Utah leading by 5. Here's George. It's rebounded by Robinson Earl. New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Brown outside. Trains it from beyond the arc. Brown's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Pass to Filipowski. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Robinson Earl. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. 5 to shoot. And here's Olynyk from the arc. Hendricks pulls it in. Utah's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And that one's good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got 6.
Like to see Jordan turn on the jets right there. Change of speed so hard to guard, and Jordan, he's very much capable of that.
Brown kicks to McCollum. 52 seconds left to play here in the third. And it falls over the rim and in. McCollum's got his second basket.
Such a good player on the in-between game, weaving behind bodies to find some space. And CJ cashes in.
Clarkson for 3. It's rebounded by Robinson Earl. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. The game now all time.
He's a great shooter who can just make plays for others. McCollum with a nice assist that time.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Clarkson. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Robinson Earl's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. For the lead. He goes up again. Misses the layup. George against Brown. Olynyk with the steal. And New Orleans pushing it up now. A floater. That's tipped. Tie game in Utah. We got more in store for you right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Brown out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Robinson Earl in at the 3 spot. To take the lead. Hendricks pulls it in. And now Utah, fast break. And that one is stuffed right through.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Utah leading. Markkanen a screen on Jones. Sexton finds Markkanen. Jazz passing it around. Now here's Sexton. Tight defense on him. The kick out to Williams. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Jazz lead by 5.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Now here's Williamson. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Jones against Sexton. In the corner, it's Kessler.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Utah.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
And throughout the game, the mid-range area has been their bread and butter, continuing to pull up from there with a tremendous amount of confidence.
And 1 out of 3 at the line, that won't get it done. He's lucky to have made it a 2-possession game.
Murray, no good. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Utah. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Markkanen passes to Sexton. Sexton on the wing. With the drive. Back to Kessler. Clock is at 3. Markkanen from outside. Good on the triple. Markkanen's got the lead up to 7 now for the Jazz.
Just loves it. Loves to play like a guard and shoot it from the perimeter. Markkanen's bread and butter.
Murray against Williams. And stolen by Williams. Now Markkanen. Pass to Collins. 3-pointer. And Utah another 3.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point.
1:57 left in the game. It's good from long range.
Yeah, you can't leave Murphy open from deep. He doubled his 3-point attempts from year 1 to year 2. That's confidence.
Jones against Sexton. And yes, it's good. And the Jazz lead by 9.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
And it's sent back by Kessler. Sexton with it. Now guarded by Murray. Williams with a clean look. No good on the 3. Pelicans trail by 9. Williams with the steal. Sexton up top, covered by Williamson. Inside, taken away. Floats it up for Williamson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, there's no I in team, but there is an I in Zion, and I see him getting it done.
Utah has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Back to Sexton. There's 49 seconds left in the 4th quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Markkanen. And that one is good.
And Markkanen really that time going strong.
There's 38 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Murray with it. He's picked up by Collins. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. From outside, off the mark. Collins kicks to Sexton. There's 18 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Back to Collins. Shot clock at 6. A 3-pointer off the mark. see the Jazz get the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down.
on 2K Sports. Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Ed is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. And for Utah, Markkanen and Collins the 3 and 4. Williams is out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Kessler in at the 5, down low. Well, Grant, tonight we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
To the inside, and stolen by Williams. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. Here's Markkanen, and the shot goes down.
Yeah, Markkanen doing a nice job crashing the glass there at 7 feet tall. This guy making good use of his size on that possession.
Edwards against Williams. Outside for Randle. Back to Edwards. This one for 3. Kessler with a rebound. And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for Utah. Pass to Collins. Now Sexton from outside the arc. Drills it from deep.
I mean, Sexton can shoot from anywhere. Strong from beyond the arc.
Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen.
Here's Edwards. No good there. Some solid defense from Williams. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
And Edwards slams it in.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
The 3 from Sexton. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Kessler against Edwards. Left side, Sexton. Back to Kessler. And it's in there.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Outside Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
Yeah, I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
Drops in the 3.
Edwards loves those long-range bombs. He's a confident shooter.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and Coach said he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
Allie, thank you.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Kessler finds Sexton. Back to Kessler. Kicks it out to Collins. Markkanen from long range. Nails it from 3. Markkanen's got 6 points.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Markkanen. The kick out to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Stolen by Kessler. Williams with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. For 3, Sexton. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Jazz?
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
Here's Sexton. Randall pulls down the board. And here's Gobert. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. It's a 5-point game. For 3, DiVincenzo. Kessler with a rebound. Utah has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. The lob. Very well done.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter.
Could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
And here's Edwards outside. They get it again. Outside, DiVincenzo. Goes back up. And so it's the Utah Jazz closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from the Jazz, what's your take so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Collins and Kessler there in the middle. Collins Sexton out there with Williams. And it's Markkanen in at the 3. That's the group for Utah, getting going in the second. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Oh, Markkanen, confident from long range.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He has such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Williams passes to Markkanen. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Timberwolves trail by 8. Outside Edwards. The floater. Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's got 4 rebounds now. And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch him, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
Collins with a screen on Edwards. Sexton passes to Markkanen. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And stolen by Williams. Markkanen left side. What a finish! Right at the rim by Markkanen.
So much fun watching Markkanen catch fire like this. He's a capable, efficient scorer who does it at a high rate.
Here's Gobert. Hits it from about 6 feet out.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
Puts up a 3. DiVincenzo with a steal. Here we go, 1-on-1. The kick out to Edwards. Utah grabs the miss.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Sexton passes to Collins. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Collins has got 6.
Yeah, that's a good look for Collins. I like the offensive approach right there.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And here's Edwards outside. Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they have the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. John Collins is fitting nicely on the Jazz, and Coach Will Hardy said he's given us a huge lift on the offensive end. He's a tough cover, the way he's able to mix up popping and rolling. The defense can't prepare for just one thing. It makes him a dynamic threat.
Able to score on multiple levels, Allie. Thank you. Timberwolves trail by 11. Inside. And it's Randall that time on the assist by McDaniels. Randall's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
Sexton passes to Collins. Randall with a steal. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. McDaniels got room. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Marketed for 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. DiVincenzo pass to McDaniels. Gobert with it. Here's Edwards. Checked by Sexton. Sexton against Edwards. 5 on the clock. Pass to Gobert. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Randall can't hit. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Collins. Oh, the big dunk right over Julius Randall.
Whoa, did you see that? John Collins. A little bit of sauce on that slam.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pass to Edwards. Outside, DiVincenzo. Edwards looking for an opening. Back to DiVincenzo. Gets the 3 to fall. DiVincenzo's got himself on the board with a 3 there. It could go. Oh, he trades the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And hold up. We're not.
Previous play is under
The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
I have to admit, it's really...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Is a big call.
Yeah, and the officials on the floor will make the final determination after reviewing the footage from the NBA's replay center. We can follow along. We see what they're seeing.
And so it's Utah closing out the quarter ahead by a... Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
On the court for the Timberwolves, we've got Naz Reid. Joe Ingles is out there with Miller. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. The shot by Filipowski, no good.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Now here's Miller. The D's right on him. It's stolen. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's him. Right down.
Oh, wow. Man.
You want some? Woo. You got some.
He was looking in the basket on that one.
Here's the pick. The 3, Conley. The rebound by Filipowski.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And he's going for the lob. Martin misses.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Outside, Alexander-Walker. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
Sharp recognition that time by Conley. Tell you what, he always makes the right play.
To the paint. Here's Hendricks. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. And the shot goes. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Conley on the attack. The kick out to Ingles. Pass to Reed. Here's Miller. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Jazz leading by 11. Stolen by Miller. Outside, Alexander Walker. Outside Reed. Miller with it. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Hendricks. The Jazz have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Miller with it. Guarded now by George. Outside Conley. Miller, a screen on Clarkson. Back to Miller. Reed passes to Miller. Plenty of room to knock down that one. Utah has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Clarkson for 3. Minnesota with a rebound.
2 minutes remaining.
To the wing, right side. For 3, Conley. The rebound by Filipowski. Utah's gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. George for 3. Utah with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 9. Miller outside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
Exercising his authority.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you.
Yeah, every coach wants assisted buckets. Guys like George, they move the ball.
Conley passes to Alexander Walker. On target from range. Alexander Walker's got 8 points.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
Filipowski for 3. Knocks down the long J. And the Jazz lead by 9.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Utah has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Martin. Now here's Clarkson. He's scoreless. And he lobs it up, and he slams it in one-handed.
Excellent recognition on the pick and roll. Clarkson lays it off to his teammate for the score.
Miller, right side. Pass to Alexander Walker. Down low. Here's Ingles. And that one is stuffed right through.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, there was...
And so it's the Utah Jazz. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter, and it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it's really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Markkanen and Collins, the 3 and 4. Williams is out there with Colin Sexton, and it's Kessler in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Utah right now.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. Cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
Here's Kessler. Outside for Sexton. Takes the three. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if he's stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Kessler, no good. Timberwolves trail by 11. Here's Edwards. Powerful finish by Edwards.
Edwards is a load to stop on the bounce simply because he's got a football player's build.
Pass to Kessler. Williams on the wing. Back to Kessler. Outside for Sexton. Kessler, a screen on Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up at the elbow. And there's Kessler on the assist by Sexton. Sexton's got assist number 5 here tonight. Edwards against Williams. It's McDaniels on the wing. Inside. Pass to Edwards. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for the Jazz. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Back to Kessler. For 3. Rebound Minnesota.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And here's Edwards outside. Here's Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Out to the right wing. Randall, the pass to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo on the wing. Back to Edwards. Over Williams. Edwards, no good.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Collins, no good. Timberwolves trail by 9. For 3, DiVincenzo. Gobert passes to Randall. Back to Gobert. DiVincenzo on the wing. Check by Sexton. And DiVincenzo hits from deep. DiVincenzo's got 6 in the quarter.
Confident jump shot from DiVincenzo. He's a pretty selective shooter who doesn't waste many possessions. He does a nice job with shot quality.
Kessler lays it up and banks it in.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
And here's Edwards outside. Again, the miss by Edwards. Jazz leading by 8. The 3 from Sexton. McDaniels with the rebound.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots. Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
And there's the foul. It's on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Edwards for 3. He connects. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Edwards against Sexton. To the inside. Kessler passes to Sexton. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. And stolen by Edwards.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
McDaniels passes to Randall. Randall, a screen on Sexton. Here's Edwards. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on John Collins.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
Both shots good from the strike. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you.
into it. NBA action on. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. And for New Orleans, the backcourt pair for him, Murray and Jones. Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the center position. I think we know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. This figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
Now here's Edwards. Over in the corner, Randall. Back to Edwards. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
Murray, no good. Here's Minnesota. It's a three-point game. Edwards. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Randall passes to McDaniels. And stolen by Murray. And now the Pelicans on the break. And the dunk by Williamson.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
So, Coach, thinking about Zion Williamson and his impact on the game, sometimes his playmaking can be overlooked a little bit.
Yeah, Kevin, this guy is really unselfish, and I think Zion actually relishes setting up teammates for shots more than he likes to score. He knows he's going to draw a lot of attention, and he creates shots for his team.
Just hearing you talk, I know you really like him, even personally, don't you? You love him as a player, but personally you like him.
Just a great person.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First one falls for him. And defensively stand, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to.
Okay, two hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Randall a screen on Jones. Just 5 on the clock. DiVincenzo can't hit it. New Orleans is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Edwards with it. Jones covering. Edwards against Jones. And he lays it straight in. Edwards got 7 points.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
The 3. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Williamson. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too. So I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now here's Murray. Here's Messi. That shot off the mark. Gobert with the defensive effort. Edwards, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. Will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. And the Timberwolves with possession here. The Pelicans make their last shot. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Out to Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. There's the three. Messi grabs the rebound. Randall against Williamson. Messi. Outside, Jones lets it go with the three. It's a tie game in New Orleans. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, look, and whether it's a point-blank putback or a kick out for an open three, offensive rebounds usually generate quality shots.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Handle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the one spot. And it's Williamson missing. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
Handle a screen on Jones. Here's DiVincenzo. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. New Orleans in the lead. Murray outside. Takes the three. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Oh, that's a nice looking three there for Murray. How about the high release on that one?
Edwards passes to Randall. DiVincenzo against Jones. Now here's DiVincenzo. Defense is right there. Pelicans leading by 4. Williamson right side. Driving the lane. Basket counts. Williamson's got 6.
The combination of quickness and size for Williamson is downright scary. Zion is a handful on the bounce with any kind of momentum.
And stolen by Williamson. 3 on 3. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Randall.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. DiVincenzo against Murray. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
DiVincenzo finds Randall. Timberwolves passing it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Edwards can't hit. Pelicans leading by 6. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota had, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
And the shot goes in. And now an 11-point New Orleans lead. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
They need this.
And it's a great finish! Oh, my gosh. Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Now here's Jones. Williamson with the screen for Jones. And Williamson throws it down.
Difficult to guard and pick and roll. Zion's combination of mobility and quickness along with that strength just so lethal.
Here's Murray up on top. McDaniels defending. From downtown, gets it to go from beyond the arc. 5 points in the game.
Oh, what a feed by Murray. He's got that pass-first mentality. You always want to play with guys that play that way.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Gobert down low. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Jones, no one around him, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far it hasn't been close. Pelicans on top. They lead by 18. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. All right, they're thinking about the shot.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. DeJounte Murray has been sensational.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first two quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
We've got C.J. McCollum, also Bruce Brown out there. And it's Olynyk in at the 4 slot. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Check in for Minnesota. So Stan, you started in the NBA back in the mid-90s. How is coaching different from, say, now to back then?
Wow, Kevin, it's just so different and in so many ways. The players have gotten better. Bigger, faster, more skilled. There's more coaches on a staff. Strength coaches have increased in volume and in influence, so there's less practice. Everything now has to be done differently.
Everything is bigger, isn't it?
It really is.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Pelicans leading by 15. Olynyk in the corner. Beyond the arc. Cranes the three-pointer.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size. Not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
And here is Conley following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum.
Well, look, plays like that are exactly why they find themselves in such a deep hole.
From past the arc, rebound by Alexander Walker.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
Miller outside. Miller sets a screen for Conley. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. New Orleans leading by 21. McCollum with the ball, and it's Miller picking him up. Pass to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Over Conley. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Timberwolves trail by 21. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller.
Yeah, a guy with Conley's consistency is trouble inside. Those high percentage looks are often effortless for him.
McCollum kicks to Olynyk. Puts up a deep three. Minnesota with the rebound. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Conley surveying the D. Pass to Reed. On the wing, Ingles. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Pelicans ball.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
McCollum against DiVincenzo. Here's Brown. Nothing on the board. And the Pelicans miss again. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract limits. Commissioner Silver says we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And he's got his first chance at the line here. Throw good. McCollum.
Your classic combo guard. C.J. McCollum can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times, a valuable piece for this team.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Miller comes in for Julius Randle. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
And the speed of that transition score. From defense to offense, able to take advantage before they can get set.
There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Olynyk from the arc. And the Pelicans miss again. And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Trailing by 19. Shots good by Miller.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Now here's McCollum. 36 seconds left in the third. Olynyk can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 17. Ingles kicks to Miller. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Now for New Orleans, shooting at 51%. Really solid. Olynyk the pass to Robinson Earl. Fades and shoots. No good that time. From deep, Ingles. Doesn't go for it. And so it's New Orleans out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Pelicans leading by 17. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in the point guard.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the three. Down low, Misi, and he jams it with authority.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
A 3 ball. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Nisi's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's stolen by Edwards. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Pelicans.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the 3. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to
it. Jones against Edwards. Nisi, tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Timberwolves have gone 0-3 to start the 4th quarter. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, look, you can't let Edwards get this close to the rim because he will dunk it on you.
Murray, the pass to Jones. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Tries it from 19. Bounces high off the rim and drops. You know, Stan, when I think of you as a coach, I think defense. So let me put you on the spot as you assess the wing defenders in the NBA right now. Who are some of the top 2 or 3 that you notice?
Well, look, there's so many good ones. My favorite right now is Lou Dort because he's so strong, he's so disciplined, and he has an amazing ability to use his body even against guys that are a lot taller. He is a frustrating guy for great scorers to play against.
Now, he brought a lot to the NBA, but haven't the Thunder done a good job developing that kid?
Well, they have, and look, they've got other great defenders too, like Jalen Williams.
Edwards kicks to DiVincenzo, and he's good on the 3 ball.
Well, excellent read there by Edwards. He saw someone had a better shot, and he got them the ball.
DiVincenzo against Murray. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Julius Randle picks one up. And we've seen Stan DeJounte Murray prove for years that he is a 20-point player.
Yeah, and Kevin, he can score as a point guard, or he can be off the ball. But the best thing about DeJounte Murray, he is a great 2-way player, one of the best guard defenders we have in this league.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending it. And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Here's Murray up on top, defended by DiVincenzo. Murray against DiVincenzo. Fires for 3. Murray, good. Murray's got 5 points now this quarter.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. No good with the wing jumper.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pelicans.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
Another miss by Minnesota. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Driving to the basket.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Murray outside. shoots over DiVincenzo. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Minnesota ball.
Fires from way outside. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they...
Welcome, everybody. The starters for Utah. Markkanen and Collins, the 3 and 4. Williams is out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Kessler in at the center position. And for New Orleans, Murray runs the point with Jones flanking him. Zion Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Now here's Sexton to the middle. From the right block, Kessler passes to Markkanen. Five to shoot. The Pelicans pull it in. To the inside. Here's Messi. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Markkanen with a screen on Jones. Takes a three. Buries it from 3.
Well, this has always been Lauri Markkanen's calling card, right? A 7-footer who can space the floor with that three-point shooting ability.
Williamson with a screen on Williams. Murray against Williams. Stolen by Kessler. Down low. Oh, a flawless finish on the lob.
Oh, what a pass. Those two read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice. What growth from Lauri Markkanen, Doris, the 2023 Most Improved Player Award winner.
Yeah, you think about it. Markkanen entered the league at just 20 years of age. You forget how young these guys are sometimes. But Markkanen finds a great situation where he's a featured part of an offense, and then he makes an all-star team.
Now here's Markkanen. Sexton with it. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
You love this. The pressure gets physical, and Colin Sexton doesn't blink. Nice job finishing through contact.
Murray, no good.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Williams misses. The Pelicans have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Murray deciding where to go with it. Over Sexton. Here's Messi. And he jams it home with authority.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. To the paint. Stolen by Jones. Here we go for the finish. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Good fast-paced play there. It's much easier to find a shot when you beat the defense back.
Kessler passes to Sexton.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the first. Here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave no doubt.
Here's Sexton. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Puts up a 3. Messi grabs the board. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you. Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Now here's Sexton. The 3-ball connects from downtown. Sexton's got his second basket of the night.
How about the response from Colin Sexton with some range?
Here's Williamson, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They'll pin that one on John Collins. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answer that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
Now here's Sexton. He's got 5. Pass to Markkanen. 26 seconds left in the opening quarter. Sexton passes to Markkanen. 4 on the clock. No good on the shot. Williamson up top. Checked by Sexton. Here's Jones. Back to Murray. And again, New Orleans no good.
Can't blame them. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's New Orleans leading by 4. And we'll be... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for New Orleans?
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Taking a look at the Jazz. Collins and Kessler there in the middle. Colin Sexton out there with Williams. And it's Markkanen in at the small forward position. Jazz trail by 4. Sexton looking around. Markkanen outside. Back to Sexton. The shot, no good. Jones with some nice D. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Sexton. Inside. And Collins with the slam.
Oh, a high flyer. Collins playing above the rim and then coming down with force.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
No one near him. Counted.
And that's true unselfishness right there. Murray, outstanding feed to the open teammate.
Sexton against Jones. Now here's Sexton, guarded closely. Good D by Williamson. Takes the 3. Kessler with a rebound. Utah trailing here. Here's Collins, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Counted, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
6 to shoot. Another shot. And Murray finishes inside. Murray's got 7 points.
Yeah, the closer he gets, the deadlier Murray can be. He just enjoys working close in.
Sexton against Jones. And a foul called up. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
The line for the Jazz, Alan Sexton, 2 shots. The play
still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Jones from outside. Down low. And stolen by Markkanen.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Sexton passes to Markkanen. Inside Markkanen with the size and power. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
For three, Sexton. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Murray's got rebound number 5 here tonight. With the drive, Jones. Outside Murray. Pass to Messi. Williamson up top. And the Pelicans get another bucket right there.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Markkanen sets a screen. Tries to break his ice. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Well, if you've got the speed of Colin Sexton, put the ball on the deck and make sure you make good use of it.
Out left to the wing. Here's Messi. And it's blocked by Kessler. Outside Sexton. Counted from distance. Sexton's got 5 points in the quarter.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Murray against Williams. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And finishing through contact, DeJounte Murray a chance to add another at the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The Jazz have gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Sexton passes to Collins. Now here's Kessler from outside the arc. Jones grabs the board. To the middle. Here's Messi. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Pelicans ahead, up by 4. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You know, DeJounte Murray has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
Jeremiah Robinson-Earl is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Bruce Brown. That's the Pelicans 5.
And at this stage of his career, Clarkson really knows his role. A highly effective scorer who looks to decimate defenses.
Yep, that one goes. McCollum's got his first basket.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Clarkson outside. That one goes in.
Well, very difficult to guard the floater. Jordan Clarkson, nicely done.
And when you talk about guards who can really attack in the lane, Jordan Clarkson is on that list, Doris.
BA, there are just certain guys who are comfortable operating in tight windows. Clarkson's mindset is score. He's got a great sense for where and when to pull up into his shot. He can burn you from 3. Little bit streaky, but boy, he can really get on a hot streak.
To the paint. Here's Filipowski, and down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Really good execution by Jordan Clarkson. As a coach, you're always looking to maximize your team's consistency. That's good offense. Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. And George with the jam.
Yes, sir. George with the flush.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. McCollum on the wing. He's covered by Clarkson. McCollum against Clarkson. Out to McCollum. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. The shot by Olynyk, no good. The Jazz have gone 3 of 3 in the second half. Clarkson outside. Pass to Martin for the lead. It's the trifecta. And the Jazz lead by 2.
Boy, outstanding pass and execution. They'd love to see Clarkson do that on a consistent basis.
First team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. That one falls. McCollum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's having a good night from the field. Now, I know the defense is really keying in on him, but they need him involved if they're going to pull this out.
Clarkson. Basket's good.
Well, you can give them a steady diet of pick and roll because if Jordan Clarkson gets downhill, it's trouble.
Crosses over. Offensive rebound. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Pass to Filipowski. 1:52 left in the third. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Doris, I'm going to give you 3 names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform, you think?
I'm not going greatest player, B.A. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone, a pick-and-roll play were poetry in motion.
Martin with a screen on McCollum. And it's Clarkson missing. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. And here's Brown for 3. Utah with the rebound. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. Pass to McCollum. They set a pick. Clock at 6. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
For Utah, they've gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Here's Clarkson. Robinson Earl with a rebound.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Kenyon Martin Jr. First personal foul. Second team foul.
30 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot's good by McCollum.
With confidence and ability from long range, I love it. McCollum's able to space the floor and keep the defense honest.
Martin a screen. Back to Clarkson. There's the 3. Utah with another miss. Outside, Brown. With 1 on the clock. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Now it's a 6-point Pelican lead. And so it's New Orleans leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Great shot selection right now. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Taking a look at the Jazz. Markkanen and Collins, the 3 and 4. Williams is out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Kessler in at the 5, roaming the paint. Williams' shot is good.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Murray finds Williamson. Outside Jones. Driving to the basket. Pass to Messi. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Williamson. Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the inside. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammate. Sexton is a quality floor general.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Messi. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
And it's Sexton on the take. Oh, wow. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Well, just a little bit of momentum and Sexton going right to the rim.
And they double up Murray. And that's a foul called on Walker Kessler. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Rumbling in, Zion. And he gets it to go. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
And Williamson explodes towards the rim when he sees a lane. And trust me, he is fearless.
Kessler finds Markkanen. Back to Kessler. And here's Markkanen. Collins passes to Williams. On the wing, Sexton. Outside, Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the teardrop. Out of bounds. It'll be Pelicans ball. The Pelicans lead by 4. Now Murray. For 3. Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Williams with it. He's picked up by Williamson. Williams passes to Sexton. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
And guys, for Colin Sexton, it's really about taking smart shots, because when he does, you can see he's got the ability to catch fire.
Williams against Murray. No good with the triple. For Utah, they've got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Cuts off the pass. Williamson against Sexton.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Williamson. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D there from Collins. Right side, Sexton. Markkanen for 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. And there's a minute 45 left in the final quarter. To the middle. Williamson up top. Checked by Sexton. Williamson into the lane. 6 on the shot clock. And he's going to the... And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to... This could be a big call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort, and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Yeah, the physical abilities of Zion are truly next level. His build, his strength, I mean, it makes him difficult to defend and totally unique.
Boom, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for New Orleans.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into.
Oh, my goodness! Oh, Zion Williamson!
And giving them what they want. The incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
Marketed for three. Knocks it down from distance.
The willingness to embrace the pressure, marketing big-time delivery.
Williams against Murray. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Inside. Stolen by Kessler. And the Jazz pushing it up now for three. Sexton. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. To the paint. Here's Misi. Yes!
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Sexton against Jones. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Misi grabs the board. Markkanen against Jones. From deep three-point land. And so the Pelicans take the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day,